Hey guys, welcome back. Bert Salazar here again. I've been getting calls from a number of my clients, regarding cryptocurrencies, and I've done a few videos on cryptocurrencies. I've been heavily involved in the cryptocurrency market now for almost 2 years, and there's a lot of stuff going out there in the marketplace. And when you take a look at what is happening today in the U.S. with the national debt, the unfunded liabilities, the national deficit, the proposed tax increases for the vast majority of Americans, and don't believe anything they tell you that it's going to be only for those that make in excess of $400,000, because small business owners actually fit in that mold. Therefore, they're going to be passing that tax liability onto the consumers because they're going to be increasing the pricing of the products and the services that they sell. So everyone is going to end up paying that tax. Take a look at inflation today in the US, it's at 6.2%. And by the way, inflation is not deductible. So you have to add your taxable income to that. And then obviously whatever tax deduction you're gonna obtain. So if you happen to be in the 15, 20, 25, 30% tax bracket on top of the 6.2%, you have to add that tax bracket because inflation is not tax deductible. So what is happening in this country, in our country today, is the confiscation of your money by the US government. And that's forcing many Americans to try to find other ways in which to maximize their income, their return, their investment opportunities, and so forth. And they're doing that in the crypto marketplace. Obviously, most of you have been hearing about Bitcoin, which has been surging tremendously. It is the largest crypto coin in the cryptocurrency market. Ethereum happens to be number 2. I think BNB, Binance is number 3, and so forth. And there are hundreds of these coins that are available to Americans and through everyone throughout the world. But I think one of the main reasons why a lot of my clients are now looking closely to Bitcoin and some of the other cryptocurrencies is that it's a way to offset the confiscation of your money, of our money, through taxes and inflation by the US government. One of the articles that I read this week and this is an article that I read every month that talks about the money supply in the United States. And just to give you an idea, over the last 14 months, the money supply in the United States has increased by 36%. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, it means that the US Treasury has increased the amount of money that they have printed by 36%. What does that ultimately mean to you? Is that every dollar that you have in savings, every dollar that you have in an investment account, every dollar that you have in your retirement plan is now worth less because of the fact that if there's an influx of money into the economy, and by the way, that's a definition of inflation, too much money chasing either too few products or too few services. So because of the influx of monies into the money supply by the printing of those dollars by the US Treasury, all of a sudden that's having a negative impact on everything that you and I do every day and on the value of our assets as we get closer and closer to retirement. So I've done a few webinars and a couple of videos on cryptocurrencies. And by the way, this is not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. I don't care whether you're 30 years of age or you're 80 years of age. All of us should have a little bit of our money into the crypto market because that's probably going to be the only place where you're going to be able to offset inflation and taxation at the same time. So I know that a lot of you have been thinking about this. One thing that I would recommend to all of you to do, and you can go and Google for this information and you can download it and read it, is go online and try to find the white paper, the article that Satoshi Nakamoto, which was the founder of Bitcoin, And this is a white paper that he did, I think it was back in 2009. It's 9 pages. Some parts are quite complex, so I don't expect all of you to understand it, but read it because it kind of gives you the history, why we are where we're at today. And I think that would be a great paper for all of you to at least take a look at and read. Now, whether you decide to go into that market or not, that remains to be seen. I can tell you a lot of the major companies in the US are starting to go into cryptocurrencies. As of November 1st, most of the public companies in Europe are now being allowed to invest up to 20% of their assets in cryptocurrencies. Now, they're probably not going to do 20%, especially large companies, but more than likely they will all be putting a percentage of their money in cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer finance system. Without having a third party or go-between intermediary to transact and to finalize a transaction. So it's a really good way of you to start taking a look at that. Now, when I look at Bitcoin, I don't use it as a peer-to-peer financing, but I use it to try to accumulate as much of it as I possibly can, because I think that the future price, again, based on my opinion of that coin, is going to be substantially higher than it is today. So for those of you that may want to have another discussion or pick my brain regarding some of these issues that I just talked about, please feel free to give me a call. You can call me at area code 786-766-1042. You can also send an email to Bert, B-E-R-T, at bertsalazar.com, BERTSALAZAR.com. And always remember that my goal for you and for your family and for your business, for that matter, is to kind of help you change in the way that you look at things. Because when you change the way that you look at things, the things that you see change. So once again, thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.